Right now, something huge is unfolding in India, a story that could literally change the future for millions of young people. And just so we're clear, this isn't just another protest. It's the start of something much, much bigger.
So all of this is going down at Ramlila Maidan. Now, this place is famous for launching massive political movements. But this time, the energy isn't coming from politicians. Oh no, it's coming from thousands of students and their teachers.
And when we say thousands, we mean thousands. They're pouring in from all over the country, from Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Patna, Prayagraj, all converging on this one single spot. They're rolling in on buses, packing onto trains, and they're all united by one single powerful cause.
So that's the big question, isn't it? What on earth can motivate so many young people to drop everything, travel across the country, and stand up to the entire system? Well, it boils down to something simple. They believe their future is being stolen right from under them. Let's break down how we even got here.
Okay, so to really get what's happening now, you have to understand that this massive gathering at Ramli Maidan didn't just pop up out of nowhere. We got to rewind a little bit. This is an escalation, a direct reaction to what went down just a few weeks before.
See, what's so crucial here is that back in early August, students held a smaller initial protest, but the response was really harsh. Teachers got arrested, students were literally dragged through the streets. But instead of shutting them down, that show of force, it just lit a massive fire, leading directly to this huge organized movement we're seeing on August 24th.
At the absolute center of this whole thing is the SSC, the Staff Selection Commission. Now, for millions of young people in India, passing this exam isn't just about getting a job. It is the golden ticket. It's seen as the single most important key to a stable, secure, middle-class life. You can't overstate how high the stakes are.
So what is so wrong with a system that's this important to so many people? Well, if you ask the students, they've got a whole list of problems. They're arguing that the process isn't just a little flawed, it's completely and utterly broken.
And look, these aren't just minor little complaints. We're talking about huge, systemic failures. Exams crashing mid-test because of bad servers, systems that are apparently vulnerable to remote cheating, and get this, just recently, 60,000 students were told they have to retake an exam because of technical glitches. This isn't just a flaw, it's a total collapse of the system.
And if you need any more proof of just how absurd things have gotten, look at this. This is an actual reasoning question that appeared on one of the exams. I'm not kidding. Just let that sink in for a second. This is a question designed to pick future government officials, and it pretty much perfectly explains the student's entire point. The system has lost all logic and all credibility.
But you know, these students and teachers, they aren't just angry. They see themselves as fighting for something noble. And this quote from Aditya Ranjan, one of the movement's leaders, just captures their spirit perfectly. They feel like they're fighting an intellectual battle, using their minds and their voices to demand a better, fairer system.
And that's a key thing to remember. This is not just a crowd shouting randomly into the air. They've come with a clear, three-point plan for how to fix things. They haven't just pointed out all the problems, they've actually proposed concrete solutions.
So their plan boils down to three main demands. First, get rid of Equidity. That's the private company they blame for all the technical disasters. Second, create a fixed, reliable calendar for every exam and every result to end all the chaos and uncertainty. And third, and this one is a really big deal, they want a National Student Commission, an official body to make sure their complaints are actually heard and dealt with. It's a direct demand for accountability.
And that brings us to the core standoff right now. The government has met with them, they've made promises before, but the students are saying, nope, words are not enough anymore, there's been a complete breakdown of trust.
And this is really the heart of the conflict, right here. After that first protest, the students got some verbal assurances, some promises, but they say nothing actually changed. So now, they are done with promises. They are demanding a written, official, legally binding guarantee that these changes will happen. They want action, not just more talk.
And so that's where we stand. Thousands of students, totally mobilized and determined, gathered at a historic protest ground in Delhi. They've got clear demands, and they've made it plain that they are not backing down with empty promises this time. It all leaves us with one critical question. Is this the moment that student power finally forces a fundamental change in a system that holds the key to millions and millions of futures? We're all just going to have to watch and see.